Many of the binary options market operates through internet-based trading platforms that are not necessarily complying with applicable US regulatory requirements and may be engaging in illegal activity. Investors should be aware of fraudulent promotion schemes involving binary options and binary options trading platforms. ScamWatch is warning investors to beware of binary trading scams that lure you in with the opportunity to make money through asset price movement. So far this year, Australians have lost $3 million to these scammers. A high-risk, unpredictable investment that is really just a gamble. Binary options promise quick, high returns. But the reality is you will lose your entire investment most of the time. A binary option is a type of options contract in which the payout depends entirely on the outcome of a yes or no proposition and typically relates to whether the price of a particular asset will rise above or fall below a specified amount. Once the option is acquired, there is no further decision for the holder to make regarding the exercise of the binary option because binary options exercise automatically. Unlike other types of options, a binary option does not give the holder the right to buy or sell the specified asset. When the binary option expires, the option holder receives either a predetermined amount of cash or nothing at all. Binary options are financial products that bet on the outcome of an event. If you pick correctly, you get a fixed cash payout. If you get it wrong, you lose your entire investment. Binary options promise quick and high returns if you pick the correct price movement. The reality is, if the price doesn't move in the direction you chose, you'll lose 100% of your investment. An ASIC review found up to 80% of binary option investors lost money. ASIC also found that binary options are likely to result in cumulative losses to retail clients over time because of the product's characteristics. You receive a call out of the blue offering a secure investment with fast, high returns. You might also come across these scammers through social media or online ads. The scammers have professional-looking websites to help them appear legitimate, usually with a login process, personalized account details, and a trading platform. The victim invests money into the account and either the victim or an agent attempts to guess whether a particular commodity price will go up or down over short intervals. If you guess correctly, the account is credited with a small return. If you guess incorrectly, you lose the entire amount placed. The odds are stacked against you, so it is very likely that you will lose over time. When you attempt to withdraw money, you find it almost impossible to do so and often lose the entire investment. Binary option scammers will also ask for personal information, claiming they need it to transfer money or that it is required for anti-money laundering purposes. Providing this information can leave you open to identity theft. Most fraud scammers operate online through social media or instant messaging apps. They usually prey upon victims using influencers and through a member of an IM group. Usually, such influencers or members will recommend a certain broker and post phony proofs like screenshots of payouts to prove they made money on the trade. Usually, these screenshots and images have fake names and amount to fool victims. The scammer's goal is to tempt potential traders and get them to pay an upfront deposit, sky-high commissions, taxes, and trading fees. In most cases, victims are sent notifications about how their money is growing. However, when the investor tries to withdraw their profit, they are asked to pay commission, tax, money transfer fees, and more before making the withdrawal. Once the customers get suspicious and refuse to pay further, the broker either cuts off all communication or simply ghosts them. Here are some red flags when it comes to trading scams. Broker doesn't reveal their location or identity. The entire communication happens online. Unrealistic returns in a very short amount of time. Unlicensed and unregistered brokers. Based outside the country you reside in. You find anyone conducting shady trading deals or know someone who has been a victim, you can tip a complaint at the CFTC complaint portal. The SEC has received numerous complaints of fraud associated with websites that offer an opportunity to buy or trade binary options through internet-based trading platforms. The complaints fall into at least 3 categories. Refusal to credit customer accounts or reimburse funds to customers. These complaints typically involve customers who have deposited money into their binary options trading account and who are then encouraged by brokers over the telephone to deposit additional funds into the customer account. When customers later attempt to withdraw their original deposit or the return they have been promised, the trading platforms allegedly cancel customers' withdrawal requests, refuse to credit their accounts, or ignore their telephone calls and emails. Identity theft. These complaints allege that certain internet-based binary options trading platforms may be collecting customer information, including copies of customers' credit cards, passports, and driver's licenses, for unspecified uses. So do not provide personal data. Manipulation of software to generate losing trades. These complaints allege that the internet-based binary options trading platforms manipulate the trading software to distort binary options prices and payouts. For example, when a customer's trade is winning, the countdown to expiration is extended arbitrarily until the trade becomes a loss. Beware of overstated investment returns for binary options. Additionally, some binary options internet-based trading platforms may overstate the average return on investment by advertising a higher average return on investment than a customer should expect, given the payout structure. For example, a customer may be asked to pay $50 for a binary option contract that promises a 50% return if the stock price of XYZ company is above $5 per share when the option expires. Assuming a 50/50th chance of winning, the payout structure has been designed in such a way that the expected return on investment is actually negative, resulting in a net loss to the customer. This is because the consequence if the option expires out of the money, approximately a 100% loss, significantly outweighs the payout if the option expires in the money, approximately a 50% gain. In this example, an investor could expect, on average, to lose money. Always check the background of a firm or financial professional. Before investing, check out the background, including registration or license status, of any firm or financial professional you are considering dealing with through the SEC Investment Advisor Public Disclosure (IAPD) database, available on investor.government, and the National Futures Association Background Affiliation Status Information Center's basic search. If you cannot verify that they are registered, don't trade with them, don't give them any money, and don't share your personal information with them. Consider any approach for investment offers carefully, especially if they are over the phone. Be suspicious of investment opportunities that promise a high return with little or no risk. Check ASIC's list of companies you should not deal with. If the company that called you is on the list, don't deal with them. However, if they do not appear on the list, it doesn't mean they are legitimate. Check ASIC's professional registers to make sure the provider has an Australian Financial Services license or is authorized by an AFS licensee. Don't let anyone pressure you into making decisions about money or investments. Get independent legal or financial advice. Carefully consider who you are giving personal information to, such as details from your passport or bank account, as this could be later used for identity theft. If you are looking to invest in binary options, your best bet is to just say no and look for a safer, less risky investment. There are a few things to keep in mind to stay safe from scams for those who are still willing to take a chance on binary options after knowing the risks. First and foremost, never invest more than you can afford to lose. In simpler terms, don't mortgage your home, car, or other important assets to invest in binary options. Always stick to a smaller amount to first test the water. Secondly, always ask the broker whether they are registered with CFTC and check their registration information on the CFTC website. If you are taken to a trading company, make sure that the company is registered as well. While having a registration is not a guarantee, it indicates that the entity has undergone background checks and meets the trading regulations. Furthermore, arm yourself with ample knowledge about trading. Before making any trade, research and understand completely how the market operates and the nuances of the product you plan to trade. Also, find out about standard fees, commissions, taxes, and other risks involved in that particular trade. This knowledge will help you spot a scam when you see one.